Good morning, ladies. Nick here again. We are going over irons today. So I got a quick little video here to show you a couple drills that we kind of cover in our clinic sheet, and then kind of go a little more in depth like I have with our previous videos. So the biggest issue that we often see with iron shots is that they tend to be a little thin. And what I mean by thin is when we make contact with the ball, we kind of hit the top of the ball with the bottom of the club. And see, these irons are built to get down to the ball and help it get up in the air. So it will never get up in the air if we don't swing down on it. So a lot of times what we see is that we try to help it and it just is this little low one that never gets off the ground. So we've got a really good drill to help us practice with that. So all you need for this one is a tee. You don't even really need a golf ball. You just need a tee. And we put it in the ground, and it might be hard to see in the video, but I've got it sticking up like that much. And then what our goal is, I want you to take your stance and I want you to just make your swing, our goal being to brush that grass and knock that tee out of the ground, okay? So I'm gonna go, again, don't need a golf ball, just doing it with the tee. I'm making my swing, and see how I missed the tee there? That would have been a really low shot. So it's kind of instant visual feedback. So now let me try one where I can knock the tee out from under the ground. And you can make a divot, that's fine. But the big goal here is I want to see that tee come out from under the ground. So now I'm going to do it with a golf ball. Same idea, ball teed up just a little bit. And then I want us to take our swing, make our stance, and make a nice swing again. This little brush of grass right here, that's so important to get that club down to the ball. That's how we get height with our irons, okay? That's how we compress the ball. That's how we get distance. So, again, ball on a tee just a little bit. My goal is to look down and not see that tee in the ground anymore. See, I made my swing, and if I look down, that tee is sticking out just like that. Push down a little bit. But see how I made that divot? And again, you don't have to make a really big divot like I did. Everybody swings a little different. But our goal is, again, we can never get that ball up in the air if we don't get that club down to the ground, okay? And then the other drill we have is to help with balance, all right? A lot of times I see ladies that we're kind of swaying everywhere. We make our swing and we kind of fall over. So it's really important to be nice and balanced with the swing. You could see on my last one, I stayed nice and balanced. I made my follow through, and I finished just like that, okay? So a good drill to help with that is, again, you can do this with a ball or without a ball, but I'll do it with a ball. Just put our feet together like this, and we make our swing, okay? So a good swing will look something like this. All right, you see how I stayed nice and balanced? I didn't fall over. Now, an example of something that we don't want to see is if I go back and I make my swing and I kind of lose my balance and do something a little like that, a little exaggerated, but that's kind of what it'll look like. So again, these are two really good drills. We'll go over them a little more in the clinic, obviously, but